Now let's have a look on the best practices in initiating process groups that the project managers should follow. The initiating process group is the first step in any project journey. It's where we define the project scope at a high level, we align the objectives with these organizational goals, and secure stakeholders' buy-in or approvals. And the best practices at this stage lays the foundation for the project, ensuring the alignment, clarity, and engagement. By adopting PMI's structured framework, including the ITTOs, project managers can address potential challenges early and set the tone for the success. So, in this session, we'll focus on these best practices and how to apply them effectively. The best practices in initiating process group begun with clarity. Clearly defining objectives ensures everyone understands the why behind the project. Early stakeholder, early stakeholder engagement builds the trust and identify potential conflicts upfront. Additionally, reviewing lessons learned from the past projects provide a valuable insights into what has worked and what hasn't, allowing the teams to avoid repeating mistakes and capitalize on proven strategies. The role of ITTOs and best practices. So, ITTOs are the backbone of project management best practices. Inputs like the business case or business documents and the EFFs provides the context and constraints for the project. Tools like expert judgment bring the experience and insight. Facilitation techniques ensure smooth collaboration, and data analysis uncover the trends and risks. The outputs, such as the project charter or stakeholder register, are essential deliverables that guide the subsequent phases. Understanding and applying these ITTOs ensure a comprehensive and structured approach to the initiating a project. Very important tool here is the data analysis as one of the best practices. So data analysis is a critical practice in initiating process group. By thoroughly evaluating the project feasibility, you can determine if the project aligns with the strategic objectives and resource availability. Early risk identification helps to mitigate issues before they escalate. And understanding stakeholder priorities ensure their needs are integrated on the project planning. This proactive approach minimizes the surprises, risks, and builds the confidence on the project direction. Leveraging the expert judgment. Expert judgment involves seeking insights from experienced professionals who have relevant knowledge of the project domain. Their expertise ensures that the project objectives are realistic, constraints are well defined, and potential pitfalls are identified and mitigated. For example, in a compliance driven project involving legal advisors, early ensures that the regulatory requirements are understood and integrated in the project scope. The best practices in choosing the communication techniques. So, strong communication practices are essential during the initiating process group. Facilitation techniques helps ensuring or ensures the proactive discussions where all voices are heard. Active listening also enables the project managers to address the stakeholder concerns and build trust. Establishing feedback loops ensure continuous improvement and alignment as the project progress. For example, a regular meeting with the key stakeholder to review the project charter can help refine the objectives and avoid any later misunderstandings. A case study where the best practices have been applied or in action. Consider a marketing campaign project involving multiple stakeholders, including the marketing teams, designers, and external agencies. So, by conducting a stakeholder analysis, the project manager identified the key influencers and decision makers. As a tool, expert judgment was used to define a realistic timeline and facilitated a workshop to ensure all of the stakeholders are aligned with the campaign goals. These best practices resulted in a clear project charter and a stakeholder register, setting the stage for the successful project marketing campaign delivery. How to avoid these common pitfalls, as we also highlighted before. So, common pitfalls include the overlooking stakeholders who might not seem immediately critical but have a significant indirect influence. Additionally, failing to update the key documents such as the project charter or the stakeholder register can lead to misalignment. Rushing through the initiating process group can compromise the project foundation, increasing the risks in later phases. The key benefit when adopting the best practices and applying them in real world. Implementing best practices ensures that all of the stakeholders are aligned, trust is established, and risks are minimized. This creates a strong foundation for the project, resulting in a clear roadmap that guides the project team towards achieving the project objective efficiently and effectively. To summarize our session on the best practices and how to apply them, so we said in the initiating process group, clarity in objective, and active stakeholder engagement, and effective use of ITTOs are essential for success. By adopting best practices, project managers can reduce the risks and enhance the project overall effectiveness. Continuously learning from the past experience ensure the improvement in the future project.